Hello Aries, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing your love and relationships reading for the time period of March 7th to the 13th, 2022. Please remember that this is a general reading. It is not a personal read. Take what's for you, leave the rest for whoever it may be meant for. Okay, we're starting off here with some Queen. Wow. Jumped right on out there. Well, well. We have power. Power over difficulty, I feel like saying. Some of you are doing moon magic, trying to entice in a lover, someone new, or maybe refresh your relationships. Just be mindful of getting into love spells or anything like that. Too often things backfire. It may feel really right at the time that you start to see progress on whatever it is you're putting an intention into, but you may end up attracting something you don't really want, and unwittingly. You have assessing. Take a step back, take a good look at what's going on, what's happened in the past. Maybe what you're trying to manifest in here is a feeling that you had. A feeling that you had from a past relationship, the beginning of a past relationship. I'm going to say the beginning because I feel like you felt so good in the beginning of one of your relationships. Maybe your main relationship where you felt there was excitement, there was love, it was all this passion. You have to know that relationships are hard work. It's not going to stay that way. There's once you... Especially, you know what the problem, part of the problem with society today is we don't give ourselves enough time to learn about the other person. Jumping right into relationships and sticking our heart up in there, you know what I mean? Just ripping our heart out and giving it to them. Like, here, keep this for, for safekeeping. They may have a few hearts in their pocket. Not that they're, maybe not at that time, but like they may have... maybe they don't know, they could not know how to nurture your heart, not know how to keep it, expecting you to. The thing is, we expect the other person to keep having the same amount of passion that we do, or keeping us at that level, and things happen in life that makes us veer off of that path. So especially as life goes on, you find things out about each other. This is the thing, is you need to learn everything about this person. You don't have to learn everything. I mean, it's just slowing down the process a little bit, taking more time instead of falling for someone. I know it's hard. I mean, it's very hard when there's attraction and passion going on, but to learn things about this person. By the time we get to the point where we think we are irritated by where they leave their toothpaste cap, for instance, I've said this before, the little things like that, the nitpicky things that bother us, we don't know about them yet. We may think things are cute at first. We may go to their apartment and pick things up and clean up and what have you. And we're like, oh, I'm going to do this because, they will appreciate me for it. That they don't have time to put this toothpaste cap back on. But that maybe that's just how they like it. Maybe that's just what they do. They take it off, they throw it on there. Maybe they never pick it up. Maybe by the time they open it the first time, it's been sitting there. And that's just them. And you find that out later on, and I'm not talking about one instance with toothpaste caps, but I mean, excuse me, multiple things add up, little things like that, and you realize, is this person's dirty, or this person really doesn't care, and I really care, and this is a conflict. Little conflicts can become big conflicts later on. And that's where I feel like you really need to get to know people a little bit better before you delve into throwing your heart in a situation. Excuse me, swallowed wrong. Surrender. But that's where I go back to manifesting a love in that you say this, that, and that. I want this, this, and this quality, but you leave out all the things you don't want as well. You say, I don't want them to be this. I want them to be neat. I don't want them to be that. But it doesn't matter what you ask for. Sometimes you get the most of that. Like, maybe you're not the neatest person, but you want them to be somewhat neat. Well, they come in here and you find out that they're a neat freak. And so you don't hold up to their expectations in the long run, and more problems. You have hunger here as well. I don't want to deter anybody from manifesting, trying to manifest a love in, but just be very mindful of what you're asking for, because you just might get it. I'm feeling here with this, you have power, assessing, surrender, hunger. I feel like there's a relationship here, or an attraction. It's very powerful. It's taking over your mind a little bit. Maybe you're thinking about them, in the middle of the work day when you shouldn't be, when you're supposed to be focused on something else. They may throw you texts throughout the day, and you're not supposed to be on your phone. I feel like somebody's going to get in trouble at work behind this, but you're giggling and you're happy that they go out of their way without you having to initiate contact. Always good signs. But I feel like you need to see if this is a comfortable situation, and that's why you're sliding into it. You may eventually slide too quickly. You're on the top of the slide, and you feel like your skin is sticking. You know what I mean? On a hot day, and then you just go, and then once you start your momentum, you just slide down. Well, that's what I feel like about relationships. Sometimes it seems like little things. Oh, it attracts you and all that, and then all of a sudden you're head over heels for someone that you don't even know. I feel like that's where I'm getting at with this. I keep getting this energy of someone beginning to fall for someone that you don't know them well enough yet. You don't know some things about them that would affect how you're thinking at this time. If you saw it clearly. And this might be this with this assessing, being able to, and remember to not fall into comfortable places. Comfortable seems nice. The word comfortable is nice. Being comfortable is nice. But when you put yourself in situations where you're comfortable because of an old relationship that was, it just feels familiar. It feels, sometimes it'll feel like it's meant to be because it's familiar. And really it's the beginning of something that you've already been through. So reevaluate, assess, look a little bit deeper. Make sure that this isn't turning into a relationship you've already had, maybe a bad one. Remember how that one started and how it ended up sliding into the comfort zone. I don't want to say comfort zone because I don't think it was a comfort zone. I think it was a passion zone. And that may be not the best route to go, or at least hold back till you know the person better. Nobody's going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect for other people. They're not going to be perfect for us. I mean, right down to the T. Bless the people that end up with a relationship like that. But most of us have to work, and relationships are hard, and you get through things, and you forgive, and you don't forget, but you forgive, and you go through trials all the time, and you forgive again, and that's how you build your bond with this person. It's not going to be the passion that glues you together. You have a surrender. I feel like maybe for some of you needing to let yourself feel. Can't explain it. Let yourself feel like it's almost contradictory to what I was already saying about slowing down. But I feel like for someone here, there's a need to let go of some things. Let's go of some, maybe you are too strict on your partner choosing. You may want to be mindful of that. There may be some things you need to let go of from past relationships as well. This could be assessing for you too. getting past hurts of the past, getting through hurts of the past. And you have hunger. I feel like there's definitely a lot of passion going on here, though. For if you can keep it at just the fling, or if you can keep it your heart in check until you get more familiar with the whoever it is you're dealing with. It may be better later on. I feel like for some of you, you're trying to reignite passion in your relationship with this hunger. I feel like there's an air of somebody chasing you around. I feel like this is, you're in an actual relationship. You are tired. You are wore out. And they're relentless with the advances. It's your person. You want to please them. You want to make them happy. I feel like this is causing a problem. Maybe your libido isn't what it used to be, or at this time you just they just come at you inappropriately, or inappropriate times you feel, and it's causing kind of a, I feel like, a friction in the relationship. You're beginning to feel like, you know what, you might be having a conversation with them about whatever you want to do in life or whatever, and they're here they go with this rubbing on your thigh. You know what I mean? You love the passion part of it. Well, this comes in hand with if you manifested this person in. I want someone, because maybe your past partner didn't do things like that, weren't very affectionate. This person is very affectionate. They love you. They want to touch you. They want to, but they go overboard. And that's what I'm saying about the manifesting something in. It might be more than what you bargained for. And this may be the case for some of you here too. But I feel like, you know what, look over. Would you rather have that other relationship? Would you rather have them be like that? Maybe you need to surrender to it. Maybe you need to give in a little bit to what's going on here with them. Obviously, if you're not attracted to them like that anymore, or something in that case, that might be this assessing as well. If you're in a relationship and you don't feel as attracted, look back and say, is it because I'm tired? Is it because I'm just not attracted to them anymore? Maybe the little toothpaste cap incidences all this time has built up to this, pushing back of the affections of them as well. Let me read from the book for you guys real quick so we can get into the body of your read. I know I've been blah, blah, blah in here, but it's like that sometimes. Let's see. We have power, the number 16. Step into your true power. Shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be wrought. I'm feeling something about the full moon here, our next full moon here. Placing a new intention. Number 9. That may be needed. Okay, assessing. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. You have begun your journey, and now it is time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made a decision, you have worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that that in every journey, it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along a pathway and we keep going even if it seems like that way is no longer the right way for us. Sometimes we feel we have gone too far to turn around, and so we settle on a journey and destination that doesn't really suit us or satisfy us. However, if we had just had some courage, we could have reassessed as we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better. needing to assess where you are in relationships in proportion to what it is you really want in life and how you want it to end up for your future. Okay, we have surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. Stop being so stubborn about holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. Stop struggling. For those of us who are highly independent and used to doing things quite ably on our own, admitting we need assistance or what we might need what we might need indeed have, oh my goodness, to let something go for our betterment can be challenging. Letting go and surrendering admits and exposes our vulnerability or to surrender, we may need to show our underbelly. We may need to admit we got it wrong, made a mistake, grew a bad habit, surrounded ourselves with people that are not good for us. It can make us feel raw in our realizations. I feel like I just suddenly felt like someone was attracted to someone. You pursued them, possibly flirted around and all that, and then you find out they're not the person they're not as nice. I feel like saying not as nice. You feel like they're a jerk. They're actually a real jerk. You didn't know it. Once you got close enough and you talked to them a few times, you realize that their ideas are nothing like yours. And it kind of you might need to let go of that, or you're going to surrender all the momentum that was happening within your conversations, because and you need to cut it off, end it at this point, because you don't want to keep going and thinking that this person may change, or this person. I feel like that's where this other feeling I was getting, where somebody has keeps having advances. Showing advances, and you're kind of like putting your hand up like, nah, I don't think so. Be mindful of that. Don't let yourself keep falling into this may have happened in the past for you as well, letting something go too far, when it really ends up being something that you don't want. Hunger. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. We must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. If we give abundance to the aspects of the self that can harm others and ourselves, then we cannot truly thrive. Having no limitations upon these behaviors and patterns hurts us and starves the higher and finer parts of ourselves that will bring us more happiness. To ripple that happiness to others is part of why we are on the planet as humans. We must also recognize that in life, just because it is a cycle, there will always be leaner, less abundant, or less bright times. Yet we have built our resilience and self-trust for times like this, and we know we are both loved and protected. The cycle will soon turn to less shadow and more bounty. This may be talking of an existing relationship and going through some things. I feel like you will, if that is you, take it as it resonates with all of these aspects that I'm feeling here. If that is you, it will get better. I feel like it will get better. You both have sorted some things out. Somebody may be going to counseling, like marriage counseling. I feel like telling you go to marriage counseling. Stop talking. Each of you are talking to friends and getting the wrong advice on what you should do or how you should react, because you're getting advice on how your friends or relatives cope with their person, but their person isn't your person. You know, their person doesn't have the same personality. They don't have the same quirks. They don't have none of the same. So however they deal with something, they may tell you, just let it go, because it'll right itself. It always does for us. Don't listen to that. I feel like you really need to delve into more of your person and your relationship, and don't let other people. Don't take advice that may destroy the relationship instead of fixing it. That's what I want to say. Be very mindful. All right, let's get into the body of your read, Aries. I know that was long-winded. We have the 5 of Pentacles here. Don't settle. I feel like saying don't settle. If you are pursuing someone who doesn't seem interested, let it go. I feel like this is a beggar's energy here. Not saying you're on your knees, hands and knees, which hopefully you're not, begging for someone's attention, but I feel like you go a little bit above. I feel like you don't understand that other people can see that you're going a little above, and it's kind of, I almost feel an embarrassment for whoever that is, because it seems like you're not aware that other people are like, gosh, they really are sucking up to them, or they're really, you know. We have the Seven of Cups here. Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. That's what this card is feeling like to me here. It does a lot, but it's especially here in a relationship. I think you're looking at the someone's looks, or they may have done a good deed, but under the surface they're not the person you thought they were. So be very mindful in your choices and who you let into your life at this time. We have the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is possibly you offering up your heart to somebody. This is not everybody. When I do a reading, let me stop right there. I feel like I need to explain this to somebody. Somebody's thinking, wow, this is all over the place. You've got to take what resonates with you. There's pieces that are going to be for other people. As I talk, I feel I'll feel an energy from somebody else, or someone else's situation, or others, a lot of other situations, and I need to speak on it. And then I'll go back to you, or I'll go back to them, whatever way it's going. So just be mindful of that, that you need to just bear with me. That's what I feel like saying. All right, I feel like this is someone here trying to offer up their cup to someone that's really not worthy of it, possibly, or doesn't want it like that. They just want us. They don't want a relationship. They're never going to want a relationship. They're not prepared to settle down, and they may say things like, "Oh, one day I want this and the third." Doesn't mean they want it with you. So be mindful of that. You have the Queen of Wands here. Looking at things in a, I feel like you're going to make the right decision in a situation. The Queen of Wands here, I feel like she's all about growth, and she's about planting roots. I feel like someone here, whether it's you or your person, wants to start a family, wants to be with one person. Maybe you're not ready, or they're not ready. But I feel like this is someone here wanting to plant roots, wanting to watch something grow into something else. Just be mindful of intentions. Watch what people say, because sometimes when they say things, they mean what they say. Don't try to read between lines. Some people just say straight out what it is that they're talking about, and you need to accept that. You have the Six of Wands in the reverse here. Six of Wands is a victory card. It's about being put on a pedestal, I feel sometimes, especially in relationships. It feels like it's in the reverse. So I'm kind of looking at, maybe you are beginning to understand this about a relationship you may be in, or someone you're trying to talk to, or I feel like you learning that this person, this choice you may have made to pursue somebody and offer up your heart is the wrong one. Stop putting them on a pedestal, because I feel like they're not doing the same for you when your back is turned. I feel like they don't even take up for you. So be mindful of that for whoever that's for. You have the Chariot in the reverse. Someone may be attracted to someone who works on their car. I'm feeling like a car breaking down, someone fixing it, and maybe you've had oh wow, he's hot in his you know, his little uniform, and the swipe of grease on his face, and maybe someone told me that once in the past. This was making me think of this. They said that they have a fantasy of having like a white negligee on, and them rubbing their oily hands from working on cars all over it. That's what it is. I'm feeling like somebody is having some kind of attraction to a mechanic or a tech, a tire tech maybe. I feel like uh, mm, I don't know if it's somebody that you know outside of that profession, and maybe this is something. It could be a friend. You have the Nine of Cups here on the bottom of the deck, overshadowing the read. That is so funny. But I feel like something revolving around, maybe you met, it could be just be you met over a flat tire or a breakdown of some sort. Whether they were the mechanic, the tow truck driver, whatever. I feel like somebody may be a secretary of a tire place or a mechanic. And you are attracted to one of the technicians. Very interesting. All right, well, we have the Nine of Cups overshadowing the read. I feel like this is wanting more for yourself, seeing the qualities you want in a person, but you got to be willing to give, because you're not going to get that, like I said before, you're not going to get that perfect person. It's just not always, they're just not going to be completely everything shiny and new all the time. And eventually the dust settles and you see there may be bad habits or bad attitudes towards certain things that you may not want to handle in the future. You have Six of Wands in the reverse again. Wow. I feel like this is, be very mindful. I feel like someone here is talking up someone. Maybe you're, oh wow, they're the greatest, and wow, they only probably did that because of that, or making excuses for the person for things they say or how they are, and they are not doing the same for you. The Six of Wands in both of these decks, when in the upright, is like, spotlighting on you, or I feel like on you. I feel like they're not. Their eye isn't necessarily on you alone, or maybe not really towards you at all. They just have started to, you maybe do things for this person, make them, baked goods, or you bring them lunch or buy them lunch, send pizza over to wherever they work, and make sure they know it's from you, and they just are slowly beginning to take advantage of that. Out of their way to thank you and all that stuff. And not that they might not be appreciative, but I don't think it's what you think it is. You have the Devil in the reverse here. Bad habits. I feel like, be careful. Don't be tempted to fall back into a relationship that you've already had, where you put more in, you put 90% in while the other person puts 10. Someone you may be pursuing, for some of you, not everybody, take it as it resonates, you may be pursuing someone that they say just enough to keep you going, and really, and the reality of it is you'll never have a real relationship with this person. You'll always be holding on to that fine thread, always. So be mindful of that. You have the Two of Wands in the reverse. You may fantasize about this person a lot. Thinking about what it would be like to be with them, living with them, and what have you. You may not even be together yet with them. Whoever this is, you may not have even progressed to that. Be mindful not to, some of you may be ignoring someone solid that is right next to you. Could be someone you confide in. It could be a family member's friend, I feel. That's weird. Just so you know, you're aware, someone may be more the person that you need to be with, and you may be ignoring them because you're thinking nothing of them. They may, you're too busy looking at this other person that will end up having the bad habits, or isn't looking at you in the same way. All right, Aries, let's see. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Don't be that person. I feel like you can walk with confidence. You may want to walk away from a situation now while it's still early. before it turns into something, it could turn into something ugly in the future. Queen of Wands is confident. She's a go-getter. She knows what she wants. She goes after it. I feel like this is you in the beginning. You see things, but if you ignore things that are red flags, you may end up here with the thought you had it figured out, and yet I just feel like definitely assess your situation. Definitely take the time and see what's really going on with them, with you. We can't know all the answers. We just can't. But red flags are red flags. These things come up, and sometimes we want to ignore them because we're having a passionate affair. Here we have surrender again. 2 surrender cards coming in here. Surrender is the key that unlocks the door to grace. Maybe this is a passionate affair that is meant to be short-lived, but you need to surrender yourself to the fact that this is not something that's going to build into a relationship for some of you, or that isn't going to last the test of time. But if it makes you feel good now, I say go for it. Just don't give your heart in too much. The problem is with us is it's hard to not go all in. It's hard to not put all your emotions into someone, into situations. I feel like I need to pull a Priestess of Light card for somebody here before I close the read. We can't have all the answers. It's just not, if you're coming here for all the answers, that's just not going to happen in any read. It's and you can change, the outcome can change according to what you do or say, what they do or say, what they really want. Ooh, that's not those. We have healing the heart, power of self-love, and we have angelic assistance. I think you've got your guides trying to steer you in a different direction. Maybe that's about these red flags. Working on yourself. This may be this surrender to the fact that you need to build yourself and work on yourself, and maybe your self-confidence, maybe your self-esteem is off from old past relationships, and it's causing you to have bad decision making, falling in love too fast, maybe taking a break. I'm looking at her laying here. Take a break. Step back from the situation, and make sure it's not just a short-lived passion that you're dealing with here. I keep feeling that. Healing the heart, power, self-love. I feel like some of you here need to meditate. Need to take time. Maybe I always say this: try to go away for a few days, even if it's overnight. I know. As life is rough and it's hard to get away, but I feel like you need to take a time, a couple-hour bubble bath with some wine or something. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever your drink of choice is. Somebody said I don't drink alcohol, but you can take some Kool-Aid in there then. Opportunities. Unfurl like the fern even without warm sunlight. I feel like putting this right here on this Chariot. There is an opportunity for some of you to have a good relationship within what you're doing. I feel like if you're going to continue on a relationship that is kind of ho-hum right now, or not ho-hum as far as passion and that, I feel like there's a lot of that there. But that you're going to have to work hard at it. It's something you better be prepared. Both of you got to be prepared to work very hard, because you guys are both going to have some differences that you're going to have to work on later, like big time. If you feel it's worth it, then it's just worth it. You have patience here. Have patience with yourself. Slow down. I feel like saying slow down. Take your time with it. Retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in nature's sweet scents. I'm going to put this right here. taking a break, a hiatus from whatever it is you're doing. Maybe step away from a relationship. Tell them you need a few days. You're gonna take some days at the spa, relax, whatever. I feel like you need to and this will help you to see things a little clearer as well here, Aries. All right, Aries, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. See you next video.